This is my public apology. There's a really big gap from any content here. Life took some weird turns. And in fact, this little clip, little insert here, will maybe make it make a little more sense. We went through, I was busy with business, things had to be done, things needed to be addressed. The nasty, I happened to catch it. And I spent about 2.5 weeks in Denver in ICU. They had me ventilated. I jerked that out. I didn't know that at the time, but a little later, one of the nurses made a comment that it was probably the best thing I had done for myself. Didn't know that, but but anyway, and I thought, oh, well, that explains why my throat was sore. When I did get home, I was so weak I couldn't even get in my own door by myself. I was literally lifted in, so I was rebuilding strength. And we went through a period of physical rehab. Was some question we was even going to get to go to the desert that season. Progress on forward. We make that trip down, and like I said, all I did was just get into the we went out and we did some things, but we didn't get into much. We walked and did things, was around, then I got home, and again, trying to get into, got back, saw the doctor for my type 2 diabetes, and gone through, and he had requested a PSA test. And let this be a quick little note to anybody, any of the men watching this that are 40 or above, start checking on it, because if it's caught early, it's a much easier thing to deal with. I had an elevated PSA, and we went through the test. Ended up got the biopsy. Turned out we did have an aggressive prostate cancer. All the tests were looking like we had caught it early enough to be able to address it, to have a good outcome, until the very last one, which was the bone scan. And the bone scan turned up that we'd crossed the bridge. We were in stage 4. When you get the C word, I don't care where it is, what it is, how treatable it is, it rips on you. We gathered up and move on. And I'm that type, but we'll start into that, and a lot of things right now have been just addressing it, getting set up. I pushed, rather than waiting around on system, I leaned to push forward. I'm a good 60 days, at a bare minimum 30 days ahead. Probably more like 90, maybe 120 days ahead of where I'd been if I'd have just, waited around on the quote unquote professionals to tell me what to do. We have it kicked on its heels. And I'm taking up some other stuff to try and finish the job, but we'll see what goes on. But that has interrupted all of this. It's kind of like noses. Everybody's got one. So but I wanted to make the apology, let everybody know why and what were a lot of the reason why there was the big gap. And aside from that, and following this, there will be a large number of videos going out. I'm going to try and set them up to be released over time. I don't know what the time span's going to be, but we will get it across and out. So that we're going to start back where we left off, because I had content, it just did not get addressed. And we'll do that, bring it up, and then hopefully this season we will get some fresh content, and we'll continue on. But anyway, thank you for putting up with me for this. And like I said, any of you men, get it. If you're over 40, start watching it. It's a simple blood test, and like I said, if you catch the cancer early, it's much easier to treat. Anyway, thank you, and may God bless you all.